I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Trubisky is going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Mayfield. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're 33.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd and 9. Trubisky, Mac Wilson, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Burnett. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Complete. Smith has it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I got you, pump. 54.
Play fake. Mayfield able to find Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 31, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, high 7. Pistol. Fresno.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on this. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Andy Isabella.
So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kings.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Burnett. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
King.
Point it right.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Justin Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt and takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Got his target, Samuel. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Bravo.
54, right there. Right.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Mayfield down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. Huge for... There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 7, 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot for Trubisky. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Cleveland, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.